Hey guys, Dustin Von Warnke back with another module on the three things that matter most. And this module will be a little bit shorter because the content's pretty relatively simple. And I just want to bring value like I do with every one of these. And I've kind of kept the three things a secret. But they're the three things that most of myself and the people I work with and the advertisers and sponsors that I work with will say are the three most important things. And that's the following. That is relevance, that is authenticity, and that is engagement. Not necessarily in that order. Relevance being the most important thing. You've got to be relevant in a situation to be to be meaningful to somebody. You've got to be authentic to be genuine in the way that you come across, and you've got to be engaging so people take action in whatever you're trying to do. So let's say you're starting a business in the outdoor industry, starting your own brand, whatever you're trying to do, starting your own company, product or service company, whatever. Basically, the main thing that you've got to be in relationship with is these three things, because they really are the ones that matter most, especially in the world of social media where there's a lot of noise. There's not a lot of relevance a lot of times. There's just a lot of noise. There are a lot of shattering people. There are a lot of people that are bartering for attention. And Gary Vaynerchuk, who I'm going to talk about a lot in this module, is one of my heroes for this stuff because he calls himself a day trader of attention. What he's after is how to get more eyeballs on brands that he runs with VaynerMedia, which does over $100 million a year in revenue, and a fantastic company that he's got that works with a lot of the big brands. So he's the one I learned a lot of this stuff from, and the one that kind of inspired me to do this particular slide series. So here we go with our next slide. So let's start with authenticity, or what I call it, genuine authenticity. And I said in the bullet points here, always be transparent. Don't fake it until you make it. We've all heard that. Be real. It's not cool to just kind of act like you're somebody that you're not. That's not fair to your audience. That's not fair to you. Fake it till you make it is not a good plan. And just overall, being authentic, being transparent, as I say in this first point, always be transparent, because people don't have to wonder where you're coming from. People don't have to wonder where you're going. That's very true, especially in the case of selling something, which a lot of us do in this business. You want to make sure you're as transparent and an open book as possible, because people can smell the people that are holding stuff back all the way, and they won't trust you. And people will not buy from you or in a relationship with you until they can trust you. They cannot like you until they can trust you, and they cannot buy something from you until they can trust you. So that's something that I want to definitely make a case here as well. Bring your A game. I try to talk about this every single chance that I get, guys. Bring your A game. Show up with your best foot forward. Show up with the best quality that you can produce, the best value you can bring, the best meaningfulness that you can bring to your life and others. And then the next point I say, tell your story. And your story is unique because you're the only one that's lived it. And a lot of people think, well, I don't have, the millions of followers that somebody, that I really look up to does. I don't have a very compelling story. You've got a story. I mean, you've got a story that the world needs to hear. Tell that story and tell it as it relates as value to what you've learned through your life to somebody else. That's the whole reason why people listen to stories, is some way that your experience can help them. So that's definitely an important thing. So be sure to bring your A game, tell your story, play the game to win is the next point. And I've said that throughout this whole series, throughout this whole course. Play the game to win, and there's no BS allowed. And I will refrain from saying what BS means, because I know we might have some kids listening or watching, and some younger audience watching and listening. So no BS artists, as I'm going to say on the next slide. We don't allow that at all. People can smell through that real quick in this industry. They really can. And, I play the game to win and bring my A game so I can tell my story well, so it can be meaningful and connective to somebody else. else. And always be transparent. That's so vitally important. People can see through the BS. Okay, I just said that earlier in this video, but people can. So you want to be real. You want to be as authentic as you possibly can be. You want to be as transparent as you possibly can be. You want to be as genuine as you possibly can be. So keep those things in mind.